Hey YouTube, I got another video for you today. It is going to be aZapatos versus CRR. Now, I'm coming to you from a new location where I'm going to be for a bit. We might not be able to get streams as frequently, but we should be able to do, these YouTube reviews on occasion. So this time around, we're going to do aZapatos versus CRR, which is a couple games that happened, I believe, 2 days ago. Now, if you've ever wondered when you're writing your YouTube comments and you're asking for who you'd like to see next, whether or not I read that or it influences the channel at all, here is your answer. It absolutely does today. We are going to be watching aZapatos because you guys cannot seem to get enough of him. So let's see how he does against CRR. Now, those of you who have been watching the channel recently know that CRR and aZapatos have played in a show match not long ago. I think it was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago now, where aZapatos in a single day played against CRR and KV1. And aZapatos was able to win them both. So here, we've got 2 more ranked games to continue the matchups between these two, because CRR has been looking really good as well. He just kind of missed this open net. Oh my goodness. I mean, I was going to say it wasn't going to matter, but that bounce off the back wall made it actually matter. So he is going to still only have a 1-goal lead. aZapatos been wave dashing into people's hearts as of late, which you love to see, but this was a poor idea to try and stick with that challenge. He needed to bail from that ball completely as he came off the side wall. He turned towards the play, thinking he was somehow going to get control, but no way that was going to happen with CRR there. CRR is also rocking the new complexity decal, which I love to see. It is a very nice looking decal. All the new esports decals are out. I would recommend going to check them out if you haven't already. CRR actually just going to surprise aZapatos here by cutting infield. In 1 minute and 30, he has got a 3-goal lead. And aZapatos not going for the wave dash kickoff on the diagonal. I wonder if CRR has made him not want to do that, because normally aZapatos is the kind of guy who takes the wave dash kickoff from every position and actually dominates with it. And here he's actually... I'm speaking too soon. He's going to get destroyed. aZapatos, we'll actually go back real quick. Let's just look at this one again to see what is he doing. He's just getting there a little bit too late and not quite as centered on the ball. I think it's just mechanical mistake. I just tried to skip the goal replay. That's not how that works. But aZapatos, let's see, we get another repeat. This is a new kickoff, but this time way quicker, way more square. You have to get goal side of that ball if you want that to work out. He's trying to chase CRR down right now. Didn't connect, and CRR should be able to capitalize, and he's going to fake the musty and pop it 6-0. 6-0 with 3 minutes left to go. These are the kind of games that the weak minds in ranked are going to forfeit, and what I say by weak minds, I mean me. If I'm going down 6-0 with, already 2 minutes off the clock, and who knows how bad it'll be with the next 3, I might give up. But I tell you what, these top ones players, they don't do that. They stick with it for the most part, and aZapatos not going to give up now. Wasn't able to get his land dash on this play. aZapatos 1 reset near the ceiling. Oh, sorry, CRR 1 reset near the ceiling. Oh my goodness. I murdered this play. We have to watch it again because I murdered it the first time around. CRR gets the reset. Does he clap it into the ceiling? Into the double reset, into the wave dash shot. Oh my goodness. So clean to get the Brazil. It's a little bit confusing with CRR in this complexity decal because he is on the orange team. So keep that in mind. He is up 7-1 despite his card maybe suggesting to you that he's playing for the blue side. CRR. Is he going to be able to find an angle for this? He is. Oh my goodness. 8-1. This is a domination over the top of aZapatos, but I tell you what, he is not giving up on it. There is half the game, and one of the things I do like to say is that if you haven't gotten to the halfway mark, then whatever happened in the first half can just happen the other way in the second half. aZapatos could by all means come back, but the clock is finally ticking on that now. As we cross over the line, CRR, he is just feeling himself right now, and he's making almost anything turn into a goal. He actually wasn't able to get this one, but accelerating the ball and just playing a fast dribble is normally not something that will find its way into the net, not unless your defender gets completely surprised. And look at CRR just turning right back on the ball, keeping the pressure on the ball. That's something that aZapatos really got known for in his games in the Turf Wars. More than anybody else, he just stayed on 0 boost and turned to keep pressure. This time, aZapatos is going to escape said pressure by going to the ceiling, and I feel like an air dribble bump might work, but in fact, aZapatos instead pulls off the ball to try and dunk the potential save from CRR, which never comes because CRR only gets underneath the ball and helps toss it in. So since the 6-0 start, aZapatos has at least been able to tie it up and make it 2-2, but it doesn't really seem to be slowing down here for CRR as he's got another reset. Not going to go for the triple, although I imagine he probably would have. There's that land dash that you see from aZapatos frequently, and it makes sense this time. It actually gets him into the other half quicker, and he gets that challenge for a third goal. Somebody in the comments was talking about how aZapatos' land dash is completely useless. Why not just wave dash? Because you already have your jump anyways. And just to clarify, anybody who might be thinking that, the land dash that aZapatos uses, he's using it when he doesn't have a jump in the air. He's putting his wheels back on the ground temporarily in order to get his jump back and then slamming down again for another wave dash. So it is a unique type of dash that is not just a low to the ground regular wave dash. And aZapatos is going to challenge CRR, who seems to be getting a little bit comfortable here in this ranked game. With a minute left to go, maybe feeling like his 6 or 8-2 lead it was at some point was comfortable, but aZapatos trying to prove him wrong. Nice demo. Wait, CRR trying to play quickly. Makes it so he does not get a punish off the demo. And just got so lucky that he didn't get countered. Look at him. He's going for clips. He's trying to give us something nasty. This time, aZapatos trying to intercept it by pre-jumping on the wall to air dribble. So I think actually CRR changed what he was going to do and decided to go for the pinch instead in order to try and get it past him, but wasn't able to. aZapatos, man, he's within 3. 20 seconds left to go. It's not going to be easy because there is a lot of goals to make up here. But once again, aZapatos back to the wave dash kickoff on the diagonal. Great read of the pre-jump into the space that CRR had to clear that ball into, and aZapatos, yeah, he has to dive there to try and find a way to score. He wasn't able to connect this time, so it's probably going to result in a aZapatos loss. In fact, it seems like he's typing. This looks like typing behavior when you just drive straight and you want to say something to CRR. But we have a second game between these two. I think it was queued up probably right after this one. So let's go to game number 2. Game number 2, we got CRR in the blue, which makes it a bit easier since he's rocking the blue complexity decal. And he's got the blue goal explosion as well for complexity. aZapatos in the pink. Seems like pretty much all his presets rock the pink and light blue. Will he be able to come back from this previous ranked game? Now, even though it ended up within 3 goals, I think it was a pretty serious domination for CRR, and you could tell because towards the end of the game, it seemed like he was just going for maybe triple flip resets over actually trying to win it. But with the scoreline reset here, I think we're going to see a new CRR who, once again, is going to try and get a bit of separation at the start of this game from aZapatos. This is a great landing dash right here. I mean, this is a great example of what makes it so useful. And I'm actually just going to go back and watch it again so that we can all get a chance to see it. So a single jump and a side flip, right? A single jump and a side flip pops the ball, which means he has no jump left. And as he lands, he quickly jumps up again. I mean, I paused it there for a second. You might maybe saw it. He's already jumped, and then he's wave dashing right back down into the ground. That is faster than anybody else is doing that. And you get to basically double up. You can double jump. I mean, he's going to get scored on here, so it's going to play, a bit worse towards my point. But you get what I'm talking about. He gets the benefit of being able to side flip, pop the ball the way he wants to, and still land with about as fast of a wave dash as it would be had he only single jumped into a wave dash. So that is what makes it so useful, and why I think it's just a matter of time before we see everybody using that land dash as much as aZapatos does. Because even though in this case it got him scored on, nice touch off the sidewall, just reading the early challenge from CRR. We've seen him scored in the past, and in fact, if you guys watch Waitin on YouTube, he actually used some of the replays from our show matches between, I think these two actually, aZapatos and CRR, for when he used it to score. There was a clip that he basically went in depth on why aZapatos is able to get so much speed from that. So feel free to check out Waitin if you haven't already. He's a much bigger YouTuber than me, so I have a feeling that there's a good chance you guys have already seen his videos. He's always always a good video maker to check out because he makes them solid. But aZapatos going to score a second. Down 1. He has done much better at the start of this game than he did in the previous one. He's not able to keep control of this ball as CRR with 0 boost. Able to bully him off of it, but aZapatos kind of knows when somebody comes to steal the ball from you at 0 boost, you don't really need to be too threatened. Maybe one long shot can sometimes come out with some strong power, but most likely the person's about to give the ball to you and then you can play your possession with an advantage, which I think is what aZapatos did. Nice double off the ground with the last bit of boost that aZapatos has. And now he's in a bit of trouble as he wave dashes to the midfield. He is able to steal that 100 boost before CRR gets there. And he actually looked like he was trying to land dash again there, but popped himself too high. It actually worked out to dodge the demo. So it could have been either way. He might have been trying to dodge a demo from CRR, or he might have been just trying to wave dash quickly. But this Musty is very weak, and it is so... I want to say so lucky, but it really wasn't. It is a huge credit to aZapatos' recovery that he somehow did not get scored on there because he had made a big mistake and probably should have. This time he's trying to block CRR's clear to dunk into the net as the safest shooting option, but CRR was patient and was basically trying to do the exact same thing. Refused to attack the ball until aZapatos did. And oh, what a flick for aZapatos. He just rips it with such power out of the midfield. It catches CRR right on the turnaround so that he cannot get up to make an attempt on the ball. And look at that, another land dash right there. You cannot convince me that that isn't helpful to aZapatos and the way he moves around the field. Being said, he's stuck with 0 boost now. His land dash, while not mechanically an issue, he was maybe a bit too aggressive diving in with 0 boost that deep into CRR's half off the kickoff, but he's been able to escape. He's going to grab his back corner, and he's looking to challenge high. He really likes to erase mechanical players' air dribbles before they start, if possible, more so than anybody else. He's just barely going to be able to get this save, despite CRR really only getting 1 touch on this aerial. Didn't feel like too threatening of one. But CRR looking to gain control. I'm surprised he didn't put a little camera check to see what aZapatos was going to do, because it was possible for aZapatos to try and dive and dunk there. Ultimately, he did not. Playing a bit more passive here in the orange half. Looking to escape. CRR has kept control of the ball the past minute or so. What a read from aZapatos, who recognized finally when CRR was going to try and outplay and push the ball past, and he just intercepts it at ceiling height. Now, how can he get past CRR in the corner? It's hard to do. And in fact, it's always dangerous. You could leave a ball rolling straight to your net, but he knew he had the boost advantage, so he was able to get back to the ball at the midfield. A minute left to go. Very crucial turn of the tides for whoever is able to get this next goal. CRR is going to lob one to the top left. aZapatos does a good job of controlling the clear, but he's not able to get his own boost. CRR lobbed this too high, so he can't shoot, but he's just going to keep starving aZapatos out. This is when those wave dashes become so useful. We've seen aZapatos do well defending on 0 boost by being able to move around so quickly. CRR, tight angle. Can he tap this one in? He will. 23 seconds left to go. And CRR broke him down eventually. Could only last so long. Gonna need a kickoff goal here. Fake kickoff from aZapatos. I actually feel like I don't see this too much from him. He's so consistently into that wave dash. And CRR, he's been doing the same thing all game long, which is that he's been trying to pop the ball back to his half on defense instead of just letting aZapatos control. He's been looking to try and basically move it there himself, and this time he just messes up and ends up passing to aZapatos instead of controlling it. And look at this 50 from aZapatos. He actually panicked there a little bit, though, on the continuation. The front flip came too soon and resulted in a flick that was very weak, but he's got himself into overtime now. aZapatos and CRR neck to neck. Another fake kickoff on a diagonal. He's going to give aZapatos the ball in the corner, but it's awkward to gain control of the ball here. That touch was apparently good enough to convince CRR to leave. An interesting decision from aZapatos to power shot when CRR was shadowed so far away. That's pretty much exactly what CRR wants. He wants a power shot right into him when he's that deep into play, but this time the early challenge gets read. aZapatos pops it over, and aZapatos gets the second game between these two. So these were the only 2 games that ball chasing had on for aZapatos and CRR. But one of the cool things about aZapatos is that he does have the auto upload on for ball chasing. So I think we're going to see a good amount of aZapatos replays, assuming you guys continue to want to see them. And I think he is a very exciting player to watch. Up and comer for sure. Make sure you're looking out for X13, which is aZapatos' threes team, as they try and qualify for RLCS. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm in a new place. I don't know if it'll sound any different to you guys. My controls are a bit different. I'm holding the mic in one hand and I'm trying to control the controller in the other one, which is maybe why you can see everything a bit too awkward. But hey, I'm sure I'll get more used to trying to record videos here, because I'll be here for at least for a few more videos. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. On the track to 30,000 subscribers. You guys have been hooking it up big time. Much appreciated. So if you've been enjoying it, please do. If not, no worries. I'll keep making better videos to finally convince you. See you next time.